What's up, Panda Gang? Today we're starting off True Start Location Peter on the vanilla True Start Location Europe map made by Firaxis. If you're wondering what these other settings are like here, civilization slots, religions, I'm using the Yet Not Another Map Packs mod. I use this pretty much all the time. I don't think it's ever turned off. It's a very popular mod. It lets you get more civilization slots unlocked. See, I'm at 11 here, but this goes all the way up to like 60, man. Like if you see those games where they've got every civ in the game, right? Also, religions, that's set on map size. But I like just to put it at about half for however many civs are in the game. And especially when you play a game with 64 civs, you want to be able to get more than just, 8 religions? Anyway, scrolling down a bit, the only other interesting thing is score victory is turned off. I like this setup because score victory never happens, man. Like, the game doesn't go to 500 turns. And I think it just makes the AI a little bit less inclined to randomly build wonders. Anyways, let's jump right into the game. So taking a look at Peter's abilities, first we've got Grand Embassy here. You get Science and Culture out of your trade routes when you're behind. So if you're more behind in Science or Culture, it's going to help you get a little bit more in that one. So it's going to be key to meet everyone we can and getting good trading posts so that we can get our trade routes far as heck. Other one, Mother Russia. Your Tundra has got 1 faith, 1 production. Then, of course, the whole blizzards thing. You don't get hurt by blizzards, but the enemy gets double damage. There's not usually that many blizzards, and I can't remember what I put that disaster intensity at. It might have been 2, it might have been 4. We'll have to go back and see. Either way, shouldn't be a massive thing. Finally, the Cossack unit, that replaces the cavalry, I believe, which is a light horse, and the Lavra unique district. You just build those a little bit quicker. Anyways, respawned right in, and the tiles don't look that great, man. Luckily, we have got woods on these, but it's nothing but plains. Plains everywhere. And to get good things out of plains, you really need builders to get yourself some farm triangles going. Luckily, we do have furs in this direction, so let's take another step and see what we find. Okay, nothing else super awesome. Luckily, we got a lake here. Lakes are nice. And look at all this territory we've got here. I forgot to mention, when you settle the city, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra tiles. So, you're just outside of our range here. Those actually be solid tiles, man, with the extra 1 production and extra 1 faith. In the meantime, though, we got this 2-2 and a gold tile to work. To keep us going strong even with our 1 population. First thing we're going for is the scout, because there's a lot of land out here. And we got to meet people ASAP. Let's get some turns into astrology. Animal husbandry is also somewhat attractive, but you know, that gives you archers. So as I've said many times, great defensive unit. And also, you know, animal husbandry for these furs, we get some luxury resources. But I want to at least get astrology up to a point where I can boost it by finding a natural wonder somewhere. It's always key to get your religion started off as soon as possible, and the key really is just, you know, getting yourself a religion. Looks like just more tundra over here in the Finnish lands. No Finnish state. Oh, a barb encampment. Good thing we found these guys before they found us. I'm sure the barbarian fighting is going to be insane this game, with all the extra lands around here in Russia. See, that's something that people always talk about in the True Start Location Russia maps, especially when the AI that's Russia does well. A lot of times they don't do that well, but when they do, people go on and on and on about how, oh, the AI is way too strong, it has way too much land. But the fact is, look at this land, it sucks. And if I even come over here, this land is not great either. Just a straight plain style, that's 2 yields. 2 yields is not good. I'm hopeful we'll find better stuff though, and in that vein, let's go get ourselves 1 more scout. Hopefully we can secure, yes, we can secure this goodie hut. An extra pop, that's beautiful. Then we can get to work on the spearman. I wonder what that guy's working on. Yep, getting some faith here. That could mean an early pantheon. I like the sounds of that. And we'll keep exploring down here with our scout to the south. I'm gonna send this guy south and then a bit to the east. Oh, look at that, we got some grains. Sorry, a bit to the west. This second scout coming out in 3 turns though. That man is headed east indeed. Do we start fighting this guy? I guess we start doing some shots, whittling him down. I think it's turn 7. It says that the scouts arrive, but we're well past that. Let's just hope a scout doesn't show up anytime too soon. Okay, let's cross this river. Some good defensive lines if we can manage to hold this, but I'm not sure how far away Poland is, and I hope the Poles are friendly. What's this? A Eureka for archery? That's awesome. Makes me a little bit less inclined to go for a slinger at this exact moment. Let's see what kind of options we have. Okay, we could get another settler out, establish some more presence on the map. We could get a bit more of a military going. Culture is, you know, it's fine, but we've already got pretty big borders here. And the tiles that we're going to be expanding to are not that great. Like this one where the scout's sitting. The city's literally excited about a 2 yield tile. Like that is just straight trash. See, normally I would say settler, but there's no lands that this guy can settle that are any good. Like around this river, just not doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. I think I'm going to get one more warrior and then potentially go for a settler. I'm just worried about some barb situation showing up. And, you know, at some point, even though these cities aren't going to be the most gorgeous, you do got to settle down the city somewhere, right? And what's this, villainous? Hold on. Are we the first to meet you? We are. And what do they want? An inspiration for foreign trade? So we need to see another continent. There might be a bit of Africa on these lands, but even if there is, they're going to be very far away. Let's swap out of astrology back into animal husbandry, find out where these horses live. You know, the Russians like their horses and their cavalry. That's the Cossack later on, but getting around this massive, massive plain, you want to have mobile units because, you know, they just run so dang fast. You can go all over the place. Let me put a tack down right where that landed, just to remind myself to explore there, because if I'm the first one there and I step on it, I'm going to get a free heavy chariot, and that's very attractive to me. Let me heal you one more time. Code of Laws coming in just one turn. We can give that guy a little bit more combat strength to fight off the barbs. Just as I mentioned, there is discipline. You're in there. God King, we don't need more faith and more gold because we're already getting some of that every single turn. And we'll keep on cruising down. Another spearman. Very scary. Over here, though, this guy's now got an extra 5 combat strength and a promotion. This camp's about to be dealt with, and it will no longer be a problem. Oh, and I said a lake. And some more, like, decent settle spots. These are actually okay. Again, it's all just straight plains. There's no hills, which sucks. You're just missing it, that one extra production. But at least we've got woods. We've got a deer right here. And what should we get next? I'm going to go craftsmanship. Just like I was saying, we need builders to build farms on these plains, dude, because the yields just don't exist. I do see an enemy scout. It's quite unnerving. And over here, things are not looking that great either. We're going to grab Battle Cry to be better in these head-to-head fist fight situations, but there's a whole new barbarian spawned, which I don't have to tell you is no fun. Skirting past this camp, though. Keep on skipping out to the south. Yep, double fight on my guy. Luckily, I was able to clean up both of them. Take out the barb encampment. Give me that 30 gold. That's really nice. And I'm just going to have you heal. I'm sure you're going to get fought next turn, and it'll remind me to come see what you're saying. But just heal for now. And there ought to be a barb encampment right here. Nope. The scout got experience, though, and we're going to go ranger because, as we mentioned, there are no hills around here, sadly. Like, I wish there was a few hills, but none at all. And what's this? Poland. Good to meet you. I would think they would be more to the west, but it looks to me... Oh, they are more to the west. I just met their guy. We got the writing Eureka. There's Krakow, the capital of Poland, I believe. Yes, indeed. Just to the southwest, we got Villainous in between, and... they've got a slinger, so I'm guessing their military is okay. 115. I think they're pretty far away from us, though, so we should be okay and not get conquered too quick. Let's go settler now, though. We want to have our guys go somewhere. Housing here is not a problem, but the yields aren't that great. So I'd rather just send my guys abroad so they can go settle other lands that might be a little bit more bountiful. Although, let's be real, none of these lands are all that special. And will we discover the barb encampment this time? No, we won't. I'm confused where that scout came... Oh, now I know where that scout came from. You defend yourself right here. Oh, look, a blizzard. Cool, cool. I think that'll improve our yields a little bit. But yeah, we found this barb encampment. Hopefully this scout doesn't get killed instantly. And I'll send that warrior over. I'm glad I decided to build that guy before going for the settler, even though our city now has literally 0 growth, which obviously is suboptimal. At least we've got somebody to deal with this immediate barb camp situation. Now my scout down here to the south, I feel like there should be some kind of natural wonder. I'm hoping that'll help me out get on towards my religion, but I might just have to go full on for that pretty soon. Or we'll just have to see, though. One more turn for animal husbandry. I'm hoping to find out where the horses live and then swap into astrology. So 5 turns to get this. It takes 5 turns to get the settler, so we'll get the settler out, get started to work on our religious building, the Lavra. And what is this? Horses right on the meteor site. Did the horses come from space? That reference could make a lot more sense in just 1 second. Let me hit next turn here, guys. And we go. Sit on the horses. What's this? We got a heavy chariot? From what? From space, man. Anyways, that should be enough of a military, at least for now. 3 units. 2 scouts. This guy's finding some other scouts over here. Goal is really just survive these barbs as best as possible and try to get some nice settles down because there should be some competition for this land, but most of it is going to be barbarian, and most of this land is even, you know, it's not that nice. It's just straight plains. It's going to need a lot of those builders, hence the craftsmen here, and we're not too far off from getting that. This will give us a Ghost, which we don't need to build more troops because we have those, but 30% production towards builders, indeed. Ah, another goodie hut. Let's go. Scouts are now starting to converge on the same space. So we gotta split them up just a little bit. It's good to have so many units though, just exploring all these lands as quick as possible. I want to meet people because like you see how many tiles I've unlocked here, but I'm still like really lacking in who do I know, right? I literally only know the Polish Empire here. Now zooming out a bit, I think we stake a claim on these dudes. Villainous here acts as a natural sort of border between myself and them. Settling to the south is very low on the yields. Like this is not too bad compared to the straight waste plains lands of the current Ukraine. But if I go here, I think we're going to be right on the sea with these coastal tiles. So let's start heading in this way, in this direction anyways, and get ourselves a nice coastal settle here. Get some amber down. That'd be nice. It is going to be a little bit provoking for the Poles though, just settling right on their coast. Foreign trade inspiration. Does that give me it does give me an envoy here in Villainous. That's fantastic. That scout was never going to actually discover Africa, so that works out really nice for me. And another goodie hut. Anyways, astrology complete. Next, usually I would go archery, just like a no-brainer, but this time that's not for me. Let me grab mining so I can chop down woods. That's gonna be really annoying sometime when I can't do that. Like right now when I'm trying to get this lava down, it's like, oh, actually, dude, you don't have the power. Like right now, there's a world where I try and put it here by these deer and make use of all these tundra tiles because in just one turn I should be getting a pantheon, right? That said, we got to make the most of what we got. So let's place this down here. Only 3 turns to complete this. I believe what's special is just that it's cheaper to build. It's half price, so only 3 turns. And we're going to get that busted out there. Where are these guys working these days? Yep, these 2 tiles got our furs and the 1 tundra with the extra production, the extra faith. There we go. Choose the pantheon. Let's see what is here, man. What I'm thinking is there's the 2 obvious ones. We get a free settler and a free builder. I like those, but maybe we should get something more faith-based. Or even something tundra-based, an extra culture from tundra terrain. What's really sad, though, is it looks like the tundra pantheon here, where you get faith for adjacent tundra tiles, has been taken. That's a classic Russia play because we do spend so much time here in the tundra and the snow. Anyways, we'll go with fertility rights, get ourselves a builder in the capital, and increase city growth rate by 10%. This will be huge because these cities are going to have a tough time growing, and the only real way to get big production is to have a ton of citizens work these single production tiles and get them up to speed with that builder, give you that production. So that all works together pretty well. The first obvious thing for everybody to build is improve these furs right here. Oh yeah, look at this. This is going to be a really nice place for the settler to come down to. Shouldn't have any trouble getting there either. I think it's pretty safe in terms of barbarians. And an next tribal village, 40 gold. I won't say no to that. We do have a good bit of gold. Not sure exactly what to spend my money on just yet, but I'm sure we'll find a way to spend money, man. That's what people are, the best at doing. Let's get ourselves this camp too. Make my dude super happy. Do you want to buy any fur? 6 gold per turn is actually not terrible. We're going to hold off on that for 2 seconds, but I might come back to that very soon, very soon. I think it's a good idea to start a trading relationship with the Polish Empire too, seeing as we're going to be such tight neighbors. I don't want them to be resentful of us and decide that they don't want to be friends. They sent me a delegation. Well, that is a good start on the way to friendship. What's this? The lava has gotten me 4 arrow score. We're now into a normal age. That's fantastic. Craftsmanship is here. We can get better production towards builders. For what we have right now, though, I'm happy with the discipline. I'm happy with the urban planning. I don't think I need another builder right now. Let's go to purchase and see how much stuff costs in general. I could buy myself a builder. I can almost buy myself a shrine, a monument if I needed one. The city of St. Petersburg is doing pretty well for itself. So let's go and build ourselves a shrine. First, though, I should actually look at the religious game. Sorry, that's the wrong one. Great people game. Who was going after great profit points? We have 2 players who have already started with 2 great profit points per turn and 1 respectively. Myself, now that I have the lava, I should be getting 1 per turn. Oh, hold on. It says 2 great profit points per turn. And on top of getting the shrine here, that'll give us another 1, and we'll be up to 3 per turn and be a total powerhouse. Doesn't need to be the first religion, but we want to make sure we secure that. As for the next civics, definitely go in state workforce. That just seems something very Russian to me. We got the boost for it. We're going to get a governor. Government Plaza, don't need 100%, but I would like to get myself a Magnus to chop out some of these trees and really get the most out of our builder while we have them, right? Matter of fact, I gotta send this guy off towards wherever this settler is going, because when they get here, We don't have mining yet, but we will be able to get the amber and hopefully the amber in the sea before too long. And a third amber. This is just amber galore. We'll be able to sell this off to people, make a boatload of cash. Okay, well, this barb just keeps fighting my dude. Luckily, that means he's now got a promotion. Back to full health, which makes me think that this warrior can probably just explore more of the finished lands. Who else needs a move? Settler. We got to really think about where you're going to end up, buddy. But let's have you do 2 turns to end up on this tile right here. Then we have all the options before us. It's definitely a decent idea to go after these luxury resources chilling right here. If I hit 4, I can see that either side of the river is good. Sadly, both are actually sea level rise problems. So, you know, even if you get your harbor and your commercial district side by side, one of those will probably end up getting flooded. Especially as with Russia, we don't necessarily want to be in the forefront of either science or culture. Next recon unit? Are you serious? This is wild stuff, dude. I'm going to send this guy straight west. This heavy chariot's doing a bit of that exploring for me, but I got to keep that guy around for security reasons. A scout, on the other hand, they can just keep walking and walking and walking. Just like, oh, who have we found over here? I bet. Oh, we found Tamar. Is that Tamar in both places or a couple civs? Anyways, we found Georgia. They didn't seem to want to tell us where their... Oh yeah, we don't have borders to trade with them. They didn't seem to want to tell us where their capital is, but that's okay. Let me go to quick deals real quick. Still only 6 gold per turn for my luxury. I'm looking for 10, man. 10 is really nice. Oh, and I guess I've discovered a new continent too. Asia is a bit on this map next to Europe. And we got a delegation from the Georgians too, so hopefully we can get along pretty well. We're pretty far away, man. They are my neighbors, but the real neighbors are the barbs, and they are ever present. And to the east, it looks like we're about to meet somebody, Tamiris of the Scythians. Always get those backwards. Seems very similar to me. Let's go and deal with this whole barbarian issue, though. Not a big fan. And as we keep exploring more and more west with this heavy chariot, oh my gosh, the amber is just everywhere. It looks like there is no loyalty issue here. Okay, I really gotta think about this for a while. Like, do I take the risk of going through and going maybe a little bit too far and then I lose my city? Or do I hang back a bit? Also, you gotta keep in mind the Polish can be a little aggressive. And what is this? A barbarian scout. I'm gonna ignore you for now. I think it's gonna be okay. Hopefully my warrior can deal with the situation down here quickly. Okay, 2 turns, fine. 2 turns, that's fine. And then you can swing back up. But this scout to the south by the Georgian Empire seems to have gotten themselves to a good bit of trouble with a slinger and a scout. You just keep running for your life. Good, buddy. Just run for your life. Let's see if I meet someone this turn. Oh, man, the lack of knowledge really makes me a bit risk averse, especially seeing as how much land I already have. Like, this is a great settle. Don't get me wrong. It's a great spot to be. But having this settler down even here is sweet because it gets me all this land in the back. Not to mention good tiles to work here. We got some amber, and we got some amber down here. 4 ambers in our lands. Like, we don't need more than that, my dude. So let's cruise on here to the 3 tile. Let's go on the 3 tile for now, and we can either settle next turn or decide to go with the other one. All right, turns roll over here, and it looks like our scout is getting surrounded on all sides. This guy's got to run for his dang life. Thank goodness he's got a promotion, and we can give him the ranger to move faster through the woods. Hopefully he can get through this choke point and survive. But you just look at the mountainous sites here of the Georgian Empire. 1 tile to get through, another single tile, maybe 2 tiles to get through here. Let me see if I can have it work. And does it tell me? Anyways, and then there's a 3rd here, and you got to keep in mind all these Georgian cities that are in these choke points, they got walls. They don't just have like some walls, they got the walls. Those guys love those things. Glad to carry this barb encampment. It's within enough tiles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of my capital. Well, any city, that'll give you era score. I get 3 gold out of that too. And my decision is to move closer to Villainous. This way when I settle, I will get more and more of the tiles around here, and I'm going to be thanking myself later in the game when I've got tons of tiles and Villainous has less, because even if the city-state is your friend, it's a city-state. Man, like, you're not getting much out of that, are you? Okay, looks like my dude's being surrounded, but, you know, free and clear now to cruise down. And what's this? Tamiris has enforced their borders. That's fine, man. I swear we can be friends. Can I have this for 2 gold? Yeah, of course I'm going to pick this up, man. I want to get to know my neighbors as well as possible so I can see sort of where they're expanding to. And this warrior, the warrior that just cleared out a barb encampment to the southeast of St. Petersburg, heading back to St. Petersburg because that scout's now gone, and it definitely knew about my capital city. I don't want to have too many barbarians showing up.
Thanks for watching, Panda Gang. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to actually pay for Windows, so make sure to subscribe. Peace.